Well, tonight is the night. 12 Democratic candidates will face off on the debate stage at the Reich Center. It is a big showcase for Otterbein and the city of Westerville, with a national television audience tuning in. NBC4's Matt Barnes is live on campus, where there is already a buzz in the air for the debate. Matt?
Yeah, there's plenty of buzz here now, Monica. When we were here earlier in the morning, there weren't many people here. Now there are plenty of people here, plenty of media, plenty of students, including some supporters of some candidates that are outside as well. So yes, plenty of excitement here on the campus of Otterbein University. The debate will happen right behind me at the Reich Center, that big dome building you see where the basketball team normally plays. That is where the debate will go down with the eyes of the nation. Boy, they'll be right here on the small campus of Otterbein. It is fall break here on campus, so besides the soccer team behind me, not many students are here. So expect many of them to come back a little early just to be a part of the energy that is here on campus. The school has had to move a few athletic contests and obviously close some streets and buildings to accommodate the event and the scores of media coming in. But school officials say that slight disruption is worth it to be a part of the political process.
People on campus are really excited that we're going to have this debate, especially on a relatively small campus. Every student, every member of the faculty and staff can be close to this thing, play some part in this. It's not going to be in some distant corner of campus. It's really going to touch every part of campus in all sorts of great educational ways. So it's really going to be fun.
Now, as far as the debate, we will have 12 candidates on the stage. That is a record number for any debate for either party. Included in that 12, Bernie Sanders, the senator making his way back into the public eye after suffering that heart attack 2 weeks ago. He now has to reassure voters tonight that he is healthy enough to be the commander-in-chief. He is the oldest candidate in the field at 78 years old and is third in most of the national polls behind frontrunners Joe Biden and Elizabeth Warren. There will be a new face on the debate stage that we have not seen yet. That is businessman Tom Steyer. He announced his candidacy much later than most, just 3 months ago. Steyer is a billionaire hedge fund investor who touts his experience in that field as the perfect man to take on President Trump, being able to go toe for toe with him on the economy. His challenge tonight is to stand out among the 11 other candidates as he tries to introduce himself to the voters. Of course, when you have this many candidates here, this much media, this much attention devoted to the debate, you're going to have a lot of security and safety. Make sure that is emphasized, and that's why the Westerville Police Department has a little help from their friends. That includes the police departments from Columbus, Dublin, Gahanna, Reynoldsburg, among others, plus the Franklin County Sheriff's Office here to make sure things run smoothly. They will be charged with also making sure any demonstrations stay civil and that protesters have a safe place to speak their minds.
So we want people to come down and have a good time. We want to give people an area where they can express themselves and understand that different people are going to have different views, and just make it a great event.
And of course, that means we're going to have a lot of people here, a lot of traffic as well. But it's going to be a good time, hopefully, and a safe time for all the supporters and protesters and everybody involved here. The debate starts at 8 o'clock. It is broadcast on CNN. It is co-sponsored by the New York Times. But we here at NBC4 will be covering it all morning, all day, and all night long on NBC4 and NBC4i.com. So plenty of coverage ahead for you from right here at Otterbein. For now, Monica, back to you.
All right, Matt, thank you. And you know, the Democrats may be on center stage, but Republicans will likely be focused on much of the discussions, particularly President Trump. Between the impeachment hearing, questions about the phone call with the Ukrainian president, and criticism over his involvement in Syria, the debate gives Democrats plenty of opportunity to go after the president. But Mark Lauder, the director of strategic communications for Trump-Pence 2020, says that Democrats should focus their talking points elsewhere.
I think right now you've got so many of these candidates out there that are kind of bottom feeding in the low single digits in the polls, that are looking for anything, grasping at straws, trying to figure out how they can break through. And so it'll be interesting to see whether they take that fight to each other, which we hear some might, and then obviously they'll be pointing their fire, I'm sure, at the current administration.